Hey everybody, so it's been a while since I've done a video about moths, and I thought this evening I'd stick the trap out, and over the next few hours I'll pop out and just show you what turns up. It's the middle of June now, so we should get some hawk moths and other insects and things, so let's see what we've got so far. It's only been out about half an hour. Did you hear that? That's a stag beetle. That literally flew into me. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. This one here is called a small elephant hawk moth. See, there's sort of a pink and what do you call it? A greeny, yellowy, bile colour. It's very pretty. Should get my macro lens probably. This one is struggling a little bit. He'll be happy to just chill out there. Now here is our stag beetle. This is a female stag beetle. Not the most common beetle in the country anymore, but it's I think it might be recovering in places. There we go. There you go, to give you a size comparison of this beetle to my hand. She's very chill. She's not going to bite me or anything like that. But they do hang on really well with these claw feet. Okay, over here we have a lime hawk moth. Let's bring it into the light. So yeah, this is a lime hawk moth. My colour balance is slightly off here, so this is looking a little bit greener than it should. Yeah, this is a hawk moth. We get quite a few species of these, and they are pretty big. And these are also very common. You just don't see them unless you have a moth trap normally. Right, now somehow I need to get this stag beetle off of my finger. To try and unpeel one foot at a time, but they hold on to you so well. Great, now it's got hold of two of my fingers. It's like a Chinese finger trap. Could you please get off my hand? Really appreciate it. I did it, I got it off. It took minutes, but I did it. Okay, I noticed this one about 5 minutes ago, and thankfully it's still here. So that moth is called a sycamore. Pretty common one. Why do they all just live on me? That one there is called a rib and wave, not ribbon, but riband. That one there is very common in the UK. It's a light brown apple moth, an import from Australia. Looking down in here, there's some other things turning up. That's a water beetle. They do fly. He's just got a bit confused. Okay, this one's called the figure of 80, and if you look on its wings, you can see the numbers. That bright yellow one there, people often think is a butterfly, but it's not. It's a moth. It's called a brimstone. We've also got some micros out here, just to give this some scale. Here's my finger. Okay, well the night's still young, so I'm going to go back in and come back out in a bit and see what turns up. I'll also probably bring out my macro lens. Okay, it's been a little while, and as you can see, the setup is evolving. I've now stuck the GoPro on the top of the SLR so I can show you a bit better. But as you can tell, this sort of light, this is a mercury vapor lamp, is very weird. Okay, this thing that kind of looks like a stick is actually called a pale prominent. You can see how if that was on a twig, you'd never see it. Birds wouldn't see it. This one's called Willow Beauty. They're very common too. These are very sort of flappy moths. You get different types of moths. You get the really big winged, thin-bodied versions. And then you get your more sort of standard moths, known as noctuids. You may also note there is a bat that's flying around. There he is. What else can we find? Oh, we have some slugs. Small slugs. Large slugs. Oh Lord, here coming slugs. This is the lesser known parkour slug, known for wall riding. Check out the legs on him. Well, probably her. And you, mate, want to be careful. Okay, that one there is called a lime speck pug. It's quite a small one. It's only about, what, 2 centimetres across? that grey one there next to the figure of 80 is called a grey dagger, although there's actually another species called a dark dagger. There's no way of telling them apart unless you dissect them. And FYI, I don't dissect moths. Okay, I've got the macro lens out, so you can have a little look at this lime hawk moth here. Just give you some scale. Oh, hey buddy! How you doing? Nice to meet you. So cool. So a figure of 80 warming up to take off. It's a little bit chilly this evening, so there's not actually that many moths, surprisingly, considering how warm it was today. So brimstone again. Moths come in two types basically, macros and micros. Big ones being macros, little ones being micros. There is a bit of a crossover in the middle, but yeah, this is definitely on the micro side. This is about 4mm long. Mate, that was a white-shouldered moth before a hardened dart ran it over. I'm just trying my camcorder out to see if this thing will actually be any good for doing this. Managed to get it to stop strobing now. But the advantage of this is I have a better macro. Well, more usable, should we say. I can't get quite as close. Okay, this one here is called a white point. They used to be quite rare here, but they're actually pretty common now. And you can probably guess where it gets the white point name from. Here's a nice one. This is called a light emerald, which is just sort of like a very light apple green. White. As I say, hardened darts. Common. And a moth has pooed on me. I just got shat on by a bat. Also I'm in night vision, hold on. That's bat poo. That just landed on me. Thanks, mate. Ugh, better wash that. Oh, look who we have a visitor. This chonky fellow is a dark arches. It looks like it's vibrating because it is. It's trying to warm up. I'm being attacked by something. That might be something like a clay triple lines, or it might be a... I just got it up to give it a closer look. I'm going to guess something like clay triple lines. It's a bit like a Blaze Mocha, but it's got the forward done. Yeah, as I say, on screen. There's a very pretty one, that's called a clouded border. Okay, this one's a peppered moth. These are very interesting. If you look into peppered moth and accelerated evolution, you'll see all about it. That would be a red admiral butterfly that has just turned up. That's probably migrated here, opposed to just being a local one. Yes, butterflies migrate, as do moths. Talking of migrant moths, that's a rusty dot pearl. So there's obviously a little bit of migration going on this evening, because these again tend to be migrants, although if there's only one, it might not be. Here's another one I'm going to have to check the book on, because I can't remember. That is a cetaceous Hebrew character. Yes, that is a ridiculous name, I know. Okay, well I'm going to give it a little while, and I'm going to come back out again. It's only about 1:30 at the moment. Okay, it's now 3 AM. This one here is a scorched wing. Very pretty looking thing. This one I saw earlier on, that is a bordered sallow. There you go, there's a better looking peppered moth. That one there is called a garden pebble. And I think I can hear a wasp. Yep. God damn it. That's called a shuttle-shaped dart. Here's another species of wasp. This will be a solitary wasp. Okay, well there you go. I'm going to turn the light off, let all these get on with their life, and I'm going to go to bed. But I hope you enjoyed this one. This is just a tiny segment of the moths that are around. And if you want me to do one of these every now and then, as things change, it's kind of not worth it doing it really regularly because things don't change that much. But every few weeks it's interesting to have a look. If you'd like me to do that, hit the like button. I've also just got a little LED panel off of Amazon to help for the next video. So if you want to help support this channel, please consider supporting it through Patreon. As I say, otherwise I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.